Hey Decided Destiny crew, Carl Spirides here. Thanks for joining me for another Decided Destiny daily dose. Decide to be polite. Just coming back from a photo shoot this morning, and I had the most awesome clients, the most brilliant experience, the most calm, creative, exciting exploration time. And why do you think that was? It was the people I was connecting with, and the people that I was resonating with were really, really polite people. So doing the shoot, the client, I've spoken to them a few times, and they're very particular with the style they want. They want something that's approachable while also maintaining that they are proficient in what they do. Something that's not too corporate, but elegant, and they look the part at the same time. Casual, but not too casual. So it was a fine line that we were skirting with, but knew it could be done. And so created the shoot plan, went through the whole process, and met them this morning. Client came through a trusted friend in my network, and one of the biggest takeaways was as soon as I got there, from the moment I got there, Carl, can we help you out? Carl, can we help you set up? Do you need help with this? Do you need help with that? They're really, really attentive, and being polite, I'm afraid to say, it's a standout quality in today's day. It's something that has you set apart from the other people in your industry. It's a way to stand out and stand apart and really shine. And this book, The Purple Cow, talks about how you're standing out. Really think about that. The purple cow, it's something that kind of stands out in your mind. So thinking about ways that you can set yourself apart from everyone else that does the same service, or everyone else that has the same camera or looks the same, or provides the same or similar service. It's those old qualities, those age-old qualities that were taught to us a long time ago that maybe we've lost respect for, or maybe they're not reiterated enough, or maybe sensationalism has really consumed us, and drama and a lot of those sorts of things in our society has taken over, and we're not really paying attention to those things that we learned, years and years and years ago. And being polite, it was one of the reasons you be polite is because it's actually something that gets you indoors. It's something that gives you access. It's something that takes you to that next level. Obviously, you do it for other reasons. You do it because you have self-respect for yourself. You do it because you have respect for that other human being. And I think a lot of what happens in a polarized world, or a debating world, where every single thing is debated, and you're either in one camp on the other side or another camp, these important integral qualities of a human being get lost. And one thing that can help us is if we recognize that at the end of the day, you might have different beliefs to me, you might do things a different way, you might speak different to me, I might bump heads with you in all sorts of different matters, but you have a heart, I have a heart, you have a soul, I hope. I have a soul. We are human beings at the end of the day. And if you can relate at that human being level, then none of those other bits of minutiae of debates that other people are having, that now that we have to have consume our lives, none of those things come into play when you can resonate as a human to human, because you have the same things. We're very much the same. There's no need to be divisive. It's not really helping us out. It's not helping one another to be divisive. And there's really no need, because there's so many things that are similar. Our integral values that we want in our lives, to be financially sound, to find love, to be inspired, to leave a legacy. Some of these things, maybe they're not as big in some people that as other people, but a lot of these qualities are deep within us. To work out why you're here, to make an impact while you're here, to show up proudly, confident, to show up in your best, bright light. A lot of these qualities come through, and the fears and the anxieties, the concerns and the worries, they're actually shared with a lot of humans. A lot of human beings share a lot of those sorts of things. So when we can realize and resonate with each other as humans, and realize that we have so much more in common than we do that is different, and the difference that we have, a lot of that's the minutiae that someone else with a speakerphone is telling us, then we can actually resonate, connect, and we can be kind, and we can be polite. But the power of being polite cannot be understated. It is huge. It's so important, and it's so influential, and it leaves a lasting taste in your mouth. It has this joy. You can shine someone's day, even if that person's fine. Even for me, I'm setting up my lights, setting up, putting my modifiers on, doing all sorts of different things, and a lot of people won't know what to do, and me explain it and get them to help me will just take more and more time. And they're a busy business owner. The shoot is something that they need to do for the website, but they need to get on with bringing in the clients. So, so for me to get them to help me doesn't really make sense, unless if they know what they're doing, which most of the time they don't. They know what they're doing in their business. So, okay, most times I'll say, no, thank you, I'm okay, that's all right. You get back to, make sure you finish those calls. Kyle's okay if I do a couple calls, text a couple people, yep, that's fine, I'll do my thing. But them asking is so important, because there's something, that social contact, that connection, that resonance, and it's also that consciousness, being aware. And I think a lot of people also aren't polite because they're not conscious. They're not really here. They're here. They're in the past. They're what they've seen on here, but they're not really here. Here and here. And being like this messes you up here. Definitely, I know. And it messes you up with your engagement. It messes you up. Being in your head messes you up in your heart, for your health, messes you up in your soul, and it messes you up with your interactions with other human beings. So if you can get out of your head, get out of your kind of, I guess, unconscious role that you're playing in the world, and become conscious in this present moment, and you can be aware, and those thoughts that you go, oh, maybe they're fine, maybe I won't ask for help, you will say that. Because I left and I had to say, they said, Kyle, we love to work with people that we really resonate with, we want you to do another shoot, which was awesome. So I connected with them, I did my job, and I delivered good quality work, but I also really resonated with what they were trying to achieve. And I had to mention at the end, regardless of what they said, out of all the clients I've had, you're one of the most polite, if not the most polite. And I have to tell you this, I have to share it with you, that it's actually something that stands out, something that actually makes me feel really good. Being around in the space, it actually makes me feel really calm, and it actually allowed us to get the photos done a lot quicker, because there was no disconnect and there was no butting of heads. So I just mentioned that to him. They said, oh, because it's the father runs the business, and two sons work in the business. They said, well, raise them right, didn't I? And so there was that laugh, there was that joke, there was that leaving positivity. So if you can leave an impact of positivity in your life, in everything that you do in your interactions, it's really powerful. And being polite can deliver that. Being polite can deliver that joy. So when you're going out into your days, guys, maybe share this around with someone who is rude. No, just joking. Share around with someone who you think would resonate with it. Share around with someone who maybe, if they're looking for something, something to make them stand out a little bit, like a purple cow, share it around with them. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.